AEW Double or Nothing main event here with the Chris Jericho in the ring, the Alpha, waiting for Kenny Omega. It's the rematch from the Tokyo Dome, Wrestle Kingdom 12 Alpha versus Omega. This time on US soil, we have Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega one-on-one in the first ever AEW pay-per-view main event here in MGM Grand. And Jericho really has something to prove. Kenny Omega won their battle at the Tokyo Dome with a vicious one-winged angel onto the steel chair. Now, Kenny Omega also has a lot to prove with being one of the executive vice presidents of this company, and he has his plate full with Jericho tonight because Jericho is getting a little bit off the rails lately. Jericho is not his normal self. He's a way more aggressive Jericho than we usually see. And as we have found out, this is also going to be for a contendership of the AEW World Championship that's going to be debuted later on this year when we move to TNT on network television. And Kenny Omega obviously wants to get back into that world title picture. We haven't really seen him wrestle big matches since January. Now you can think if Kenny Omega has built up some ring rust here, but you can say the same about Chris Jericho. He hasn't been really in the ring since January either. Both of them took big losses in the Tokyo Dome, and obviously they want to make up for that. And Chris Jericho already trying to go at Kenny Omega. The referee has to hold him back. You can see how much this match means to the both of them. And we're getting ready here to get this match started. The bell is ringing, and here we go. And you can see Chris Jericho. He's so aggressive, going right after Kenny Omega, kicking him. And now he got Omega here in the corner with the kicks in the corner. My God, Jericho's going at it. And Omega now down here in the corner. And Chris Jericho, he's trying to set up for a suplex, and it goes through. Chris Jericho now going after Kenny Omega, trying something else. But Omega's fighting back now. Forearms by Kenny Omega. And beautiful Hurricane Rana here by Kenny Omega. And we know what he likes to follow up that Hurricane Rana with, usually. And Kenny Omega's getting ready for the rise of the Terminator. Beautiful. Hit Jericho right on the chest. Beautiful dive here by Kenny Omega. And that got Kenny Omega the upper hand in this matchup, I would say. Now putting Jericho back into the ring. Omega going to the top rope. He's going for that drop kick. And vicious drop kick to the back of the neck. Now want to follow up with a powerbomb. Jericho trying to fight out of it. Jericho gets down and ends the gear kick by Jericho. And now Jericho wants to follow that up with the Bulldog, as it looks like. Jericho goes and Bulldog. And now Kenny Omega right in position for the Lion Salt. What is Chris Jericho doing? Getting ready. Lion Salt. But Kenny Omega gets up, and this is the same situation we had in Tokyo Dome. That's how Chris Jericho lost. But Jericho trying to fight out, but Omega follows it up with a German suplex. And now Kenny Omega might be thinking to go for something here. Might be looking for a V-trigger. But Jericho with a forearm smash. And that caught Kenny Omega right off, going into the cover. 1-2 kick out by Omega. And Chris Jericho wants to go right at it again. Wants to hit Omega, but Omega caught him. And now Omega with that beautiful Snapdragon, and Jericho right in position for the V-trigger. Omega going into the ropes. There comes Kenny Omega. But Chris Jericho moves out of the way. And Omega goes right over the top rope. And now Omega finds himself here on the ring apron. Really dangerous for Kenny Omega as Chris Jericho goes for his signature springboard dropkick to the outside. And Jericho now celebrating here in MGM Grand. Got the upper hand on Kenny Omega. He's pretty much in control for most of the matchup here, going on the ring apron, and a nice double X handle from the ring apron to the outside. And Jericho really in control of this matchup. Playing around here with Kenny Omega a little bit, and now he's taking Kenny Omega. And what is he going for? Right into the ring post. And Jericho's getting a table. This is not a no disqualification match as it was in the Tokyo Dome. So Chris Jericho still getting out that table, but Kenny Omega with that knee. And what is Kenny Omega thinking? Chris Jericho's laying on that table. Kenny Omega is going to the top rope. Is he looking for the double foot stomp? Don't do it, Omega. He's going for the double foot stomp, but oh, there's Jericho crotching him. And Jericho now got Omega crotched in the corner. Jericho getting back here into the ring. And Jericho is going to follow up with some more vicious stomps here in the corner. Chris Jericho is so aggressive. Now Jericho up to the top rope, but Omega with a nice uppercut. And now, oh, this is shades of the Tokyo Dome as well. Is he going to hit the V-trigger? No. Chris Jericho counted. And now what is Jericho looking for? Is he going for the suplex? Jericho is setting up for the suplex, and it goes through the table. Oh my god. Oh my god, that table broken in half. Vicious. That table is broken, and so might be Kenny Omega. And Jericho now putting Omega back into the ring. This is going for the code breaker. Is code breaker, but Omega caught him. Omega caught him. What is Omega looking for now? Omega holding Jericho, and oh, suplex onto the knee. My god, vicious here by Kenny Omega, and they're both down. Pretty tough matchup here as Kenny Omega is getting Chris Jericho back up. What is he looking for? He's going for that J Driller. He wants to hit Chris Jericho right on his head, but Jericho's trying to fight out of it. Going into walls of Jericho, but Kenny Omega gets out of it. And now Kenny Omega wants to follow up with a lariat. Jericho out of the way. Jericho into the gear, misses as well. Now Kenny Omega is going for another Snapdragon, and that goes through. And now Kenny Omega wants to hit that V-trigger. He still hasn't hit it, but Jericho catches it again. And Jericho throws Omega over himself. My god, that looked brutal. And Chris Jericho just regained control of the matchup once again. Chris Jericho controlling Kenny Omega for most of the matchup here, which is really surprising. And Chris Jericho is going vicious forearm smash again by Jericho. Oh, no Omega counters. Omega rolls through, going for that corner moonsault. Now Omega getting ready for a jumps, but Jericho's out of the way, and Omega right on his stomach. And Jericho now wants to go for the code breaker, and it goes through. Code breaker, that's it. The cover, you 1, 2, but Omega's out at 2. Kicked out of the code breaker, my god. And now Jericho doesn't know what to do, but Omega, beautiful reverse Frankensteiner, and oh, followed up with the V-trigger, my god. And now, so fast, Kenny Omega changed and is in control of the matchup, setting up for that one-winged angel after that V-trigger finally hit. Jericho somehow trying to fight out of this one-winged angel attempt. Rolls through, very nice, but Omega rolls through too, and a V-trigger. Cover, 1, 2, but a kick out by Jericho. And Omega wants to follow that up with the powerbomb. Got Jericho up now, but Jericho doesn't want that powerbomb to go through. Jericho trying to fight out once again, and he's able to. And now they find themselves here in the corner, and Omega, wow, what a forearm. And now, oh my god, is Kenny Omega going for that Snapdragon from the top rope? Oh my god, Kenny, don't do it, he's doing it, oh, but Jericho landed on his feet, right into the Lionsault, into the cover, 1, 2, but a kick out by Omega, my god. And Chris Jericho's now getting upset with the referee here. After everything Jericho did, Omega was still able to get out of it, and Chris Jericho's blaming it on the referee, but code breaker, but oh, Omega collapses and right into the referee. And oh, follows it up with a V-trigger out of the distraction. And now Jericho is getting pulled into the corner. Jericho in the corner. And wow, what a vicious V-trigger. That was the hardest hitting V-trigger of the match. And now Kenny Omega looks to have this match in the bag. But what is he? He wants to go for another V-trigger? But who the hell is that? Is that Jon Moxley? And Moxley, oh my god, with the steel chair to the head. This is unbelievable. Does that mean that Jon Moxley is AEW? And these two obviously know each other very well. Oh my god, Jon Moxley just showed up and screwed over Kenny Omega. And Chris Jericho now, the referee's getting up slowly again, and Jericho wants to take advantage of this whole situation. Codebreaker! Second codebreaker cover. 1, 2, 3, and Jericho picks up the victory. Oh my god, what an ending here to this matchup. Jon Moxley showing up, screwing Kenny Omega out of the match, and this puts Chris Jericho right into the contendership for the AEW World Championship. This is crazy. And you gotta wonder, is Moxley now part of the AEW roster? Did he just want to make an impact? Kenny Omega, getting back to his senses, looks really angry as Chris Jericho is celebrating his huge victory here in the main event of AEW Double or Nothing.